Basically, what you're about to see for like the next 3 to 4 minutes is like me telling stories about this new series and like what it is or how I got into it. Just to give you a short and sweet little summary, so you can skip that intro if you want to get into the video and just if you want to hear the shorter, dumbed down version of it. Starting a new series. It's fishing. I'm still gonna do working out series on my YouTube. They're just both gonna be flowing on my YouTube, so you can watch whichever one you like. If you like fishing, watch fishing. If you like working out, watch working out. Or you can watch both, doesn't matter. I'm gonna have 2 series because I'm into 2 different things and I want to record them. So yeah, this is the short and sweet of my intro. Feel free to skip if you don't care about that long intro. It's like 4 minutes, so if you want to watch that long freaking intro, it's right now. Anyways, so I already said all that. I said, yeah, you heard all that, so I'm not gonna repeat myself. So yeah, how I got into fishing, it was just super coincidental. I mean, it was kind of meant to be because I'm super into it right now. I don't remember what came in order. I mean, I know what the last thing happened was that really just struck me to want to fish during Corona. I think you heard all this part before I got sidetracked, but the gym's closed and it was a huge slap to the face. I was super into working out, go with my friends all the time. I still am into working out, and I only fell off for a couple of weeks, at most a month. I didn't really train that hard, but it was a huge slap to the face. I'd go to the gym every day, and they closed, and I didn't know, or I wasn't really motivated to work out at home, and so I kind of fell off for a couple weeks to a month, really. And I found video games because school was optional, so freaking, and then when school wasn't optional, you know, class started at 10, so I'd be playing video games till like 2 in the morning, just ridiculous, playing like zombies with my buddies. I mean, I don't regret it. I had some good memories there, but yeah, I freaking played video games for a couple months. I think 2 or 3 months. I can't remember, up until I graduated or before I graduated, hardcore playing video games. But I was still working out, okay? I only really fell off for a couple weeks. I was still working out and playing video games, doing all that. The stars aligned for me to fish. I went to go work on my truck with my uncle, and we randomly went to Bass Pro after, and we just walked everywhere and look through the fishing stuff. You know, I was like, oh, this is cool, it's catching my eye. And I don't remember if this came first or the next thing, but whatever, it's just the 3 things happened basically. So yeah, we went to Bass Pro, I looked through all the lures, and I was like, oh, okay, cool. Went to the tank filled with bass. I was like, oh, this is pretty cool. And then, you know, a couple weeks go by, and my girlfriend comes up to me and she says, you know, I want to go fishing with some of my friends. And I was like, okay. So I was like, you're gonna need a fishing license. So we went to Big 5 or Bass Pro, I don't remember where we got them, but I was like, hey, we got her one. And yeah, I was like, okay, this is kind of cool. And I was like, you know what, for fun, as a date, let's go fish. So I went back to Bass Pro, and I just asked because I have no idea how to bass fish, or I didn't. And most fishing I've ever done was trout fishing with my dad and like bait fishing for bluegill at that pond that I fish now. But anyways, I went to the guy, I was like, what do you recommend for small ponds, this and that? And he said Sinkos, or the Bass Pro calls them Stickos. I don't really care what you call them, or what I call them, Sinkos or Stickos, just whatever my brain feels like calling them. They're a stick bait, they're a worm, who cares? So he gave me some green pumpkin ones. I didn't even know the colors back then. He gave me some of those, and I took my girl, and I keep in mind, I didn't know how to bass fish, and I just cast it out, and I let my pole sit. I was bait fishing with the soft plastic, and I just, you know, we were sitting there for like 30 minutes, and I was like, okay, it's time to pack it up. I was getting bored, and I was like, you know, this is probably not gonna work. This pond is probably pretty dead, blah blah blah, because my brother used to fish there, but he'd only catch a little bait fish. And as I was reeling up, bass hit it, a pretty good sized one. I'll show you the picture. That was my first bass, technically. I can't remember if I've caught bass before that, but yeah. And that happened, and I just freaking, that struck me. I was like, oh my god, you know, I have a fish. I think my girlfriend still has the video. And yeah, those 3 things basically were what got me into fishing, like catching my first bass, and then, you know, going to Bass Pro, seeing all the fishing stuff, then my girlfriend wanting to go fish. It was pretty coincidental what struck me into fishing. It was kind of like a meant to be thing. I don't know, I freaking fell super in love with it. So I've been fishing for the past, I think, 3 months at this point, 4 months. All around fishing, I just fell in love with, and that with working out, you know, it's just the 2 things I love to do. And I'm glad I have 2 things I love to do now. Before it was just working out. But anyways, these past 3 to 4 months, I've been really just studying up on how to bass fish, and I've gotten a lot better. And basically this is the, whenever I fall passionate about something, I want to make a video, because I love making YouTube videos. I made this video. This is my first bass fishing video. This is like 3 months into fishing. This happened, I think, just a little under a month ago. I think it's just, I have been really busy, haven't been able to edit anything. But yeah, so I studied up on bass fishing. I've gotten a lot better at it. So yeah, so it's all coming together. I'm gonna make videos again. And yeah, I hope you enjoy.
Hey yo, hey yo, hey yo. Hey yo, hey yo, hey yo.
Oh yeah, nice. Oh. Damn. Had a big bite right there. I've had 2 huge ones back there, and I think they're just going after the bottom of the worm. Yeah. Yeah.
I fished there a couple years back. So that's the problem with the left hand. Just cock your wrist a little bit so the handle's straight up and down. You'll forget, you just go. You just do this. Then you're constantly doing this out of the water because it's faster.
Huh, that's some like tournament fishing stuff.
I always, once you get better at it, I do it, let me feel that thing. Yeah. I loosen this and then I do it so there's just a slight bit of play. Don't forget it. Don't forget.
Yeah.
Sidearm or overhand. They have them at Bass Pro. I saw them. They got both for $199. I have the SX lefty.
Got one.
Super small, so they go right in you. They'll freaking go right in you.
Oh, big. Got another one, Jesus. That was 2 casts in a row. What the? Oh my God. Is that a seal in the Delta?
Right there out here, straight bottom. Kind of sucks because then this is big game. They eat all the. They eat all the fucking bass.
No
That's
way.
probably why we're not getting bit right now.
I did not know there was seal out here. What the?
That's probably why we're not getting bit.
What are you throwing right now?
Just a little crankbait. Rocks. You have Sexton rocks. Got one.
Oh, God.
Go point are we going to the...
Oh, you got hooked in the eyeball, dude.
Catch fish with no eyes all
in a
the
couple of
time.
years that's missing an eye. You'd be like, I remember that one.
Are you gonna put a fluke on?
Yeah, I was, and then I just went for the jerk bait because I was gonna use it kind of as a jerk bait. But
Those are my favorite, the Rapala.
Let's take a little drive.